Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. To continue the series of the Libra season, today I'm going to be doing a reading for ATEEZ Magne, Jongho. So, yes, this is going to be for him. I got a bit on the pause because I always confuse. I don't know if it's Jongho or Jongho. Um, so I'm going to be referring to him as Jongho, just in case I'm not pronouncing it correctly. But yes, he is the magnet and one of my favorite um, um, members of ATEEZ. I actually my bias is Juno. Um, but yeah, I always am bias wrecked by a lot of them. So yes, I maybe stand for all of them, to be honest. So yes, let's start the reading. Let's talk a bit about his energy. Besides him being a magnet and an amazing vocalist, um, there's something about I don't know why, but maybe if some 18s happen to have like a more accurate information about his birth chart, but I always struggle with his moon sign because we know he's a Libra sun. But his moon sign is not clear to me. Some say that it's a Pisces moon, and others say that he is an Aries moon. So I'm not sure. I would say, I don't know. I used to think that he was an Aries moon, but yeah, he could potentially be like a Pisces moon, because he does have a lot of water placements. I know that his Mercury is in Scorpio and his Venus as well. So yeah, there's a lot of like interesting water placements in him. So yeah, let's talk a bit about the cards that he got. He got the Page of Wands, Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, and then I got an extra one because actually it jumped out of the deck. So I incorporated this card as well. This card is the Ten of Swords. So yeah, a lot of swords as an overall energy of this spread, I noticed. But yes, because we are talking about a Libra individual, so yes, to have swords actually makes sense. But also there's another elements. There's a lot of atmosphere here. So I think that's actually what this spread is telling me about Jongho actual energy in the 3 months uh, that are ahead of us, that what he's going to have available is probably the possibility to let go of a lot of overthinking. I think that this guy, even though he is probably, I believe he's Magnus or he's the youngest, he does have a lot of wisdom and probably he is a bit more intelligent. I would say he's emotionally and like intelligent, because it seems like he tends to overthink. Sometimes he is overwhelmed by a lot of things that probably are not working or not working out the way he wants to. Probably this has to do with the group, but somehow his mindset is very stable in the sense that probably he is the kind of person that believes that everything happens for a reason. We start the reading with the Page of Wands, so definitely he is the guy that he is very action orientated, that even though he is a thinker, a very deep thinker, he puts his body to work. So he probably can have like worries and anxieties and uncertainties of his own, but nevertheless, he always puts his body to work. He always puts his body to action. Like he doesn't, like his overthinking doesn't stop him from performing his best. Actually, there's something about him that he puts force into everything that he does. So probably he is very strong physically, like, and I think that it's his way also to cope with things, to not be caught up in negative emotions or feelings. And sometimes when we think about Libra season, Libra placements, and Libra people, there's a lot there's this keyword that is balance, that is that Libra always try to look for balance. And I think that in this case about Jongho, I think that he builds that balance for himself, in the sense that he goes towards action. Probably he is not that talkative about how he feels. Maybe this has to do with his Mercury in Scorpio, that he tends to keep things to himself. Like he prefers to work towards action. I know I'm saying this word, this phrase a lot, but I think that this is Page of Wands. It's like someone that doesn't stop. That probably he doesn't know. It's not that he is like someone that has all the answers, but all he knows is that he has to work. He understands, because we have the Six of Swords, like this energy of constant moving on. Like, okay, what's the next step? What is the next thing that we have to do? The next destination. What are we heading to? Like, what's over there? Like, okay, let's focus on keep moving. Okay, tell me, what do I have to do in order to keep moving, in order for the group to make advances? Like, tell me what I have to do, and I'll do it. Like he's a very important member in that sense. And I'm not saying that the others don't move. Actually, I think that ATEEZ has a very strong and a magnetic, and they are a very strong dynamic and force and willpower of very passionate individuals. But in the case of Jongho, I believe that is his love language. To show that he cares, instead of him wandering around and thinking and overthinking and calculating and being a bit indecisive. He goes towards action. He is like this, very, like, he makes things happen, for himself and for others. He can be fearful inside, but you are not going to see it. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, and I think that he definitely is on the waiting, and probably he's like waiting for a retribution. And I think that this has to do with ATEEZ, with probably in the next 3 months, probably ATEEZ will get an opportunity or a recognition of their hard work. Because this has to do also with finances and with material, like stability. I think that they go through moments where they don't get what they deserve. So, I think that it's not about unfairness. It's not about that. It's just that it seems like I always mention in every ATEEZ reading, that it seems like I'm sounding repetitive, but they always they it seems like for them to get what they deserve, it's always slow, and it's always like they have to put the extra effort or insist a lot or be patient, because it's never what do you expect, or it's never the this, or either it's the amount of money, the amount of opportunity, the amount, I don't know, there's something about that whatever they are given is not, doesn't reflect the effort that they put in the work. So it's like, yes, they got something in return, but it's like literally like this Six of Pentacles here. It's about getting paid. basically. Um, but nevertheless, this Six of Pentacles is a card that it's also about, that you are sort of in the middle of the journey. So it doesn't mean that you will always get this this amount of retribution. It means that at least you are getting something. It's not what you want, it's not the ideal, it's not that, oh, how abundant we are, but you are getting something. So, and then he got the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So, I think that definitely he is, I don't know if he's thinking that he wants to collaborate with a female or with a very influential artist that he admires, because there's something about him actually wanting to reach out to someone to do a collaboration with. So I don't know if this is going to happen, but he definitely has his whole heart up out, like a sort of invitation, like he's very hopeful, he's very like fantasizing about this, about being able to work with this person. He got the Queen of Swords, but it doesn't necessarily has to do with a female. Probably it can be with someone that has a very strong presence of feminine energy in them. It can be a male artist as well. But he's like, I want this. Like, I want to invite this person. I want to offer this person this idea that I have, that I would like to collaborate with this person, or I would like to have the opportunity to talk about what I want to create with this person. So I don't know if this is going to come true or not, because I don't see the cards here. But he does have this he has this admiration for older people, probably because he is very young, but he admires this artist very much, and probably is someone that he already talked about. But honestly, I see this person, like probably this person that he admires so much, I see that this person perception or point of view about this invitation, like it seems like this person is way ahead, like I don't know if this person is too famous or is like looking at other projects that they have ahead. So there's like a lot of distance between them. For example, you can see him and his energy with this knight, that he is very proactive. Like he doesn't he doesn't feel shy, or it's like he wouldn't be hurt because of, I don't know, a rejection. Like he's very brave to be like, I would like to ask this person something, and show them my appreciation and admiration. But in this case, the Queen of Swords seems a bit more detached, like probably this person has been in the industry for a while, and they have a lot of projects on their own, and probably they are very busy themselves. So I don't know if this person is going to take the invitation, but it's going to be like the initiation of a possibly like getting to know each other, like knowing about each other's existence. And even though if they do not collaborate, it can open the doors for, I don't know, a mutual connection, like being able to, I don't know, talk or communicate or build a sort of like a closer connection, like become acquaintances or something like that. So when this person like that he admires probably has a free time in their agenda, maybe they can talk and reunite. But from the time being, I don't think. But definitely, this is something that he wants to do. He wants to make a loving offer to this person that he admires very much. And then we have like the card. The last card that jumped out was um the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords, actually, I think that um, Jongho had been like reflecting a lot about past hardships. He has been like this year and probably last year wasn't very emotionally fulfillment for him. Probably he is better now. He is slowly like ending a phase of grief. I don't know if he has been like grieving the loss of someone very important to him, but he had been very nostalgic, like from time to time, not. But I'm saying this because I think that I don't want to say sad, because actually he, like I mentioned in the beginning, when he started with his page of wands, he doesn't let me see how affected he was. Like there's like a barrier here that is like letting me know that yes, it is in his mind, but it's something that he's slowly moving on from. It's not sadness, it's not depression or anything like this. It's just like this feeling of like, wow. There were moments where I wasn't very content with myself, or I wasn't very happy with the situation, with everything that is going on around me. But he is a guy that he has this transformative energy around him. Actually, there's a lot of, I don't know much about his, because I'm confused about his astrological energies. But there's something that lets me know that actually he probably has a lot of a strong energy that, besides being a Libra, he's a different kind of Libra. Because he is very realistic somehow. I don't know if his rising is in an earth sign or something like that, but it seems like he's very mature. He doesn't stop. He doesn't hesitate. So this is why I'm amazed, by his maturity. There's something about him like reflecting about, yes, things have been hard, but I'm used to it. Like, and I understand. It seems like he understands the rules. He understands the protocols. He understands, even though he noticed that some things are not fair, he's like, I'm not offended by this. Like, it is what it is. So I have to work harder. I have to give my best. It doesn't matter how hard it gets. I have to be the best. So there's a mix of Virgo energy as well here, I noticed. Like, him thinking about this, I don't know, stones in the way, like thinking about them as this, okay, this is showing me that I have to be better for my team, or I have to be a better person for my loved ones. Like there's this strong sense of responsibility and also of maturity, like not like he somehow is a visionary himself, and probably, I don't know why, but I feel like probably he is more mature than the rest of the members, like, and in the sense that his vision is very clear, that probably he's a guy that he had to work really hard. This is something that a lot of idols go through. This is not something that is only owned by him. Actually, I do talk about this with certain members that I read for. There are members, there are idols that they are self-made, that they had like to endure a lot of situations. Yes, but they were never like the golden child. They had to build this confidence. Um, they had to work really hard on their traits and on their like on their even talents, to somehow step up and being uh, like see me, like choose me, like I'm going to be great. I'm going to show that I can do this because I'm not average, because we are talking here that this industry, besides them being very strict, this industry is very competitive. So probably for Jongho to even though we know that he's talented, probably he had to go through a lot of competitions, to really be like, okay, how can I be better and better and better? So he is very competitive in his nature. He knows that he's not a guy that settles for, oh, you're good or you are great. He's like, no, I want to be better. It seems like he's ruled by that sort of like phrase, like life motto, like okay, like I have to improve, I have to be better, I have to be the best, and probably yes, he needs to be a bit patient with himself and not to be um like not to like go to the extremes in the sense of how much he wants to achieve, but he's very well aware that he needs to be more every time, and probably because he knows that in the group, all of them, probably their mentality is like this, we have to show ourselves, we have to be better. So he is comfortable with being assertive, and probably he is in this group that actually allows him to be assertive, and that him being so like passionate about improvement is because the other members also are the same way. So, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that probably he needs to take care also of his body. Never forget that he needs to take care of his body, because his body is a tool for him to actually being able to work and show himself better. So yes, guys, this is all I have for him. I hope that it made sense. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.